Hi guys, this is Ms. Hager. I'm back again. We're moving from inequalities and we're going to start talking about functions. Let's talk about the vertical line test. The vertical line test is a way to check whether a graph represents a function. If the vertical line, this is a vertical line, intersects the graph in more than one point, then the graph is not a function. All right, so let's look at our first graph. This is the graph of a parabola, okay? Here we have our x-axis. This horizontal line is our x-axis. This is our y-axis. This is our vertical line, okay? Horizontal, it lays down. The vertical, it goes up and down. Imagine yourself trying to walk up a vertical line. That's very difficult to do. So how you use the vertical line test, you just start drawing vertical lines and you want to see how many times it's going to intersect the graph. Is this a function? Yes, this is a function because it only intersects the graph at one point. Use the vertical line test. Let's look at the next graph. This is also a graph of a parabola. Let's draw our vertical lines. It only intersects the graph at one point. So yes, this is a function. All right, let's look at this graph. This is still a parabola, but it's opening sideways to the right. Let's draw our vertical line. All right, it hits a point here, and it's going to hit a point there. This is, they will never be a function, not a function. All right, let's look at this graph. We have a graph of a circle. Let's draw our vertical lines. Oh, we're hitting it here. We're hitting a point there. We're going to hit a point here. This is not a function. Not a function because it hits the graph at more than one point. Not a function. I'm just going to abbreviate there. All right, now let's look at this graph. This is kind of an unusual graph. So let's just draw our vertical lines and see what's going on. All right, we have 2 points here right above the 3. So the vertical line is going to touch this point here and is going to touch this point there. This is not a function. Not a function, because it touches the graph at more than one point. All right, let's look at this graph. Let's just draw vertical lines. Yes, this is a function. Okay, let's look at these graphs. This is a graph of an absolute value. Let's just draw vertical lines. All right, it is only touching the graph at one point. Yes. This is a function. Let's look at our next graph. This is not a function. It touches the graph at a point here and a point here. No, it is not a function. All right, let's look at this graph. Let's draw a vertical line. It hits a point here. 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 No, this is not a function. Because it intersects the graph in more than one point. So on the test, when I ask you, when I give you a visual of a graph, you will have to tell me if it's a function or not. If it's a function, just say yes, it is a function. If it is not a function, you will say no, it is not a function because it intersects the graph at more than one point. So this is just a sneak preview of what we will be discussing next.